Hi, I'm Viddy. Welcome to my home studio. Today's video is a special request. I got asked if there was a possibility to do something with trust, and there definitely is, so I'm really happy that you asked. This video is for you. For today's video, we will make use of a prop. So the prop I'm using is a yoga block. Mine's a cork one. If you have a foam one, that's fine. If you do not have a yoga block, don't worry. There's plenty of things that you can use. Maybe you have a big, thick book, like a dictionary, or since most dictionaries are on your phones, you might not have a thick book. If you don't have one, then go to your kitchen and grab a pen. Preferably a pen without a long stem, but just something that you can put upside down so it can create about this height. So just to show you, it's about half the size of my face, about the height of my palm. What you mostly want it for is to step onto, so you want something that's sturdy. So if you don't have a pen that fits, maybe you can find something else. It just needs to be a little step up. So if you need to, pause the video now, go grab your prop. Once you have your prop, we'll put it down for now, just for a moment, and we will start our practice. So whether you have a yoga mat or not, make sure that wherever you are, you have a little bit of space to move, that you're wearing something comfy. And then we'll start with the feet at hip distance, so there's a little bit of space in between your feet. And then take a moment to look down at your feet. And I know some people don't like looking at their feet, but bear with me, it won't be long. Take notice of anything you might see once you start looking at the feet. Maybe you see that both feet are positioned differently, so if that's the case, maybe make sure that the sides of your feet, both of them, are almost equal to the sides of a yoga mat. So straight lines, which brings the big toes to turn in ever so slightly. And then notice if one foot is bearing more weight than the other. Sometimes it does. And then see if you can even that out a little bit. And let me take care of whatever's on my yoga mat. And then we'll start spreading the toes just a little bit, maybe just a little bit wider. And then start really connecting the soles of both your feet. I like to sometimes make this move almost like you're stomping yourself into the ground a little bit firmer. Toes are wide. Full soles of the feet are connecting to the ground, and then we start building up from there, making sure that the knees are not locked, but strong, creating length in the upper body, all the way from the tailbone and the pelvic area up towards your neck. Relax your arms alongside your body, and then take a deep breath in. Exhaling, sighing everything out. And we'll do two more to land on your mat here. Inhaling deeply. Sigh everything out. Deep inhale. Sigh it out. Perfect. First time we move into trusting, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. If you are really uncomfortable closing your eyes, you can peek through your lashes. But if you can, give it a go for at least a breath or two to fully close your eyes, unless you get dizzy. If you get dizzy, you open your eyes right away. But trust that I'm here. Trust that your internet is good enough to keep the video going, even when you're not looking at it. And trust your body to keep you standing without you looking. And then, with your eyes closed, bring your attention inwards, noticing your breath once again. And also noticing how the body is doing. Are you tensing up? Is it easy for you to soften and relax into this standing pose? And once you calm the mind down by closing the eyes, standing and breathing, What happens in your mind? As your brain sees the opportunity to go into overdrive, is it calm and quiet? Or anywhere in between? Without any form of judgment, simply notice what happens inside of you. And just take that knowledge for what it is. Not wanting to change it, but trusting that for right now, that's exactly what you need. Take one more deep inhale here. Take your time sighing it out gently. And open your eyes. Notice that the world is still there. We'll bring the hands forward and then all the way up. Start spreading the fingers wide, stretching the fingers out. And then once the hands come all the way up, stretch a little bit deeper on your next inhale. Exhaling, bringing the palms together and in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Rest here. One deep inhale. Exhaling, hands go down. On your inhale, hands go forward and all the way up. Fingers reaching and widespread. Extra inhale here to reach just that little bit higher. Exhaling, hands come together and in front of the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, hands go down. Here we go, one more time. Hands go forward and up as we inhale. Exhale here, and then on your next inhale, reach just a little bit higher. And hands come together in front of the heart. Stay here. Take a moment to relax your shoulders. Maybe notice if you've locked your knees. And then we're going to start swaying left and right. We keep both feet grounded, but we'll just find a soft sway. And then if you bring all your attention down to the soles of your feet, maybe you can imagine your body weight shifting from one side of the soles to the other, over the full length, just from left to right. It doesn't have to be a big move. And what can help you if it doesn't feel steady is you can find that light engagement in your belly. Just pull the belly button in ever so slightly to steady yourself as you sway left and right. Now, if it feels right, and if you trust your body to be okay with it, close your eyes. Again, finding that soft movement. And by closing your eyes, or maybe just peeking through your eyelashes, you find it probably a little bit easier to focus on what's happening in your body as you shift your weight from one side to the other. Keep breathing. And even if you bring that little bit of tension into your belly, we always have room to breathe. Beautiful. Sway to both sides one more time. And then bring yourself back to center. That was a peep. Back in center, relax your face. Relax your belly. And then opening the eyes, we'll start shifting the weight forward and back. Again, keeping the soles fully connected to the ground. There'll be no lifting the toes or heels just yet, but just rocking back and forth. And then slowly closing your eyes again, if it feels right. Again, if you get dizzy, if it feels unsteady, you can always open the eyes and peek through your lashes just a little bit. Remember to steady yourself. You can find that connection inside the belly, steadying yourself from your core. But just rocking back and forth, finding how far you can go and still feel confident and steady. always remember the breath. And then we'll do both sides one more time before we steady ourselves back in center. Good. Open your eyes, relax your face, relax the belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling, hands come down towards the ground. Relax the fingers here. Take a moment to maybe shake it out a little bit. Sometimes it's nice to release any tension that you might be holding on to. And we're going to use our prop. So whether you use a block or a book, just place it in between your feet. And then let's start with our right foot, stepping the right foot on top of the block or pan, whichever one you chose. Now, it's very likely that your foot is slightly bigger than whatever you're stepping onto. If that's the case, make sure that your heel is supported. If the toes go over a little bit, that's not too bad. And then I'll start by really first, without actually stepping onto it, just start pushing down through that foot that's on your step. So really connecting, and then you probably will notice that the muscles in your legs are activating. And then when you're ready, just lift the heel of the opposite foot as you stretch the right leg. And we'll move up and down a few times. It helps to connect in here. Just pull the belly button in ever so slightly, keeping that activation in your belly. No need to tense up the hands or the face. Just take your time here to notice the move. Just a few more steps. And then the next time the heel comes up, you stay here. Toe can stay connected on the ground. That's option 1. If you steady yourself here and it feels good, you can lift the toes up, then flex the left foot. Keep breathing. Keep the length. So see if you can keep the hips square. So instead of doing this or this, we're going to keep them straight. Sometimes it helps to keep your hands there as well. And then just find a soft sway back and forth with that left foot. Keeping the hips still, keeping that connection in your belly. And if this is not comfortable for you, you can also just trace your toe to the front and the back. Good. We'll do both sides one more time. And then we'll bring the foot back to center. If the foot is lifted, toe comes back down. And then from there, really millimeter by millimeter, just start bringing the sole of the left foot back down. And then you step completely onto the left foot, right foot step next to the block. And then we'll just stand here for a moment. Both feet pushing down into the ground. Notice if you feel a difference between the left and the right. Maybe close your eyes again for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhaling everything out. Let's do the other side. So stepping on, again, making sure that the heel is fully supported. And then before you start moving, really start pushing down your left leg, your left foot into the surface underneath it. And here we go. On your inhale, start lifting the right heel up, keeping the toe on the ground, and just find that up and down motion a few times. Don't forget to connect in the belly. Keep your shoulders relaxed. There's no reason to tense up there. And see if you can keep that connection between the left foot and the block or your pen or your book. Just really keep pushing down. Even as that opposite heel goes down, the other foot is still pushing. Good. Next time you come up on your toe, you stay there. Really steady yourself here. Bring your attention to the belly button. Pull that area in. Then if it feels right, maybe you lift the toe. And as you can see, I'm shaking a little bit on this side. So notice the difference between left and right. Try to keep the hips square. And then again, if you lift the toe, flex the foot. If you want to keep the toe on the ground, that's perfect. Just keep it there as much as you need it. And then we'll start swaying the foot back and forth. Just taking care to really keep your hips still, the belly, the shoulders, and always relaxing your face. No need for tension. And just sway back and forth a few times. And whatever you notice, whatever you feel, see if you can be okay with it. Trust. Trust yourself. Your body knows what to do. All we have to do is allow it to do it. Perfect. Coming back to center. Then first bringing down the toe. And then really rolling the sole of the foot slowly, slowly down, finding that connection with the ground. Stepping your right foot off and just taking a moment again to ground through both feet, creating length. Maybe close your eyes. Deep inhale here. Exhaling everything out. Beautiful. Bring the palms of the hands together and take one moment here to thank yourself for playing around with a block or a pen, but mostly for taking time to become aware of your body, how you feel, and to start with trust. We'll do more videos on trust later on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget that if you subscribe and you hit the bell, you get a notification when a new video is uploaded. I look forward to seeing you back here, and make sure that you check out our membership site for more content. Link is in the bio. Thank you so much. Namaste.